Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to share the answers of NCERT exercises of Chapter 1, Chemical Reactions and Equations. Now let's see the first question. Which of the statements about the reaction below are incorrect? So seeing the reaction, we can say that lead oxide is getting reduced and carbon is getting oxidized. Therefore, statement A and B are incorrect. Question number 2. Iron oxide reacts with aluminium to give aluminium oxide plus iron. The above reaction is an example of. In this reaction, aluminium has displaced iron to form aluminium oxide. Therefore, it is a displacement reaction. Question number 3. What happens when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to iron fillings? Take the correct answer. We can easily make out of the reaction that hydrogen and iron chloride are produced. Therefore, option A is correct. Let's see question number 4. What is a balanced chemical equation? Why should chemical equations be balanced? Answer. A balanced chemical equation is one which contains an equal number of atoms of each element on both sides of the equation. According to the law of conservation of mass, matter can neither be destroyed nor created in a chemical reaction. During a chemical reaction, the total mass of reactants and products remains same. Hence, in a chemical reaction, the number of atoms of the various elements on both sides should be equal. Therefore, a chemical equation is to be balanced in accordance with the law of conservation of mass. Question number 5. Translate the following statements into chemical equations and then balance them. A. Hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to form ammonia. So let's first write the skeletal equation for this. We can observe that there are two atoms of hydrogen and nitrogen on reactant side and one atom of nitrogen and three atoms of hydrogen on product side. So to balance this, we put 2 on RHS and 3 beside hydrogen. B part. Hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. In this equation, first, let's try to balance oxygen. Put 3 beside oxygen on left hand side and 2 beside water and sulfur dioxide on RHS. So now to balance hydrogen and sulfur, we put 2 beside hydrogen sulfide. Part C. Barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate to give aluminium chloride and a precipitate of barium sulfate. Let's write the skeletal equation. Now first try to balance chlorine. We put 3 beside barium chloride and 2 beside aluminium chloride. And to balance barium, we can put 3 beside barium sulfate. Now part D. Potassium metals reacts with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Answer. Now we'll balance hydrogen. We'll put 2 beside water and 2 beside potassium hydroxide. And to balance potassium, we put 2 beside potassium. Question number 6. Balance the following chemical equations. You can see the answers below. Question number 7. Write the balanced chemical equations for the following reactions. You can see the answers. Question number 8. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following and identify the type of reaction in each case. A. Answer, double displacement reaction. B. Decomposition reaction. C. Answer, combination reaction. D. Displacement reaction. Question number 9. What does one mean by exothermic and endothermic reaction? Give examples. Answer. In exothermic reaction, heat is evolved during a reaction, whereas in endothermic reaction, heat is absorbed during a reaction. Question number 10. Why is respiration considered as an exothermic reaction? Explain. Answer. During respiration, the glucose combines with oxygen in the cells of a body and provides energy. Thus, respiration is an exothermic process because energy is produced during this process. Question number 11. Why are decomposition reactions called the opposite of combination reactions? Write equations for these reactions. Answer. In a combination reaction, two or more substances combine to form a single product. Also, a large amount of heat is evolved. On the other hand, the decomposition reactions require energy either in the form of heat, light, or electricity for breaking down one substance into two or more substances. Therefore, decomposition reactions are called the opposite of combination reactions. Question number 12. Write one equation each for decomposition reactions where energy is supplied in the form of heat, light, and electricity. Answer. Decomposition reaction involving heat. Calcium carbonate reacts to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Decomposition reaction involving light. Silver chloride gives silver and chloride. Decomposition reaction involving electricity. Water gives hydrogen and oxygen. Question number 13. What is the difference between displacement and double displacement reactions? Write equations for these reactions. Answer. First, let's see the displacement reaction. In a displacement reaction, a more reactive element displaces or removes another element from its compound. For example, zinc being more reactive displaces copper from its compound. Displacement reaction takes place based on the reactivity of chemical species. Now, double displacement reaction. In case of double displacement reactions, two compounds react by exchanging their ions and form two new compounds. You can see the examples. Double displacement reaction takes place where exchangeable ions are included in compounds. Question number 14. In the refining of silver, the recovery of silver from silver nitrate solution involved displacement by copper metal. Write down the reaction involved. Question number 15. What do you mean by precipitation reactions? Explain giving examples. Answer. On mixing the clear solutions of two ionic compounds, a substance which is insoluble in water is formed. This insoluble substance formed is known as precipitate. Any reaction that produces a precipitate is called a precipitation reaction. When sodium sulfate solution is mixed with barium chloride solution, a white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed by the reaction of sulfate and barium. The other product formed is sodium chloride, which remains in the solution. Question number 16. Explain the following in terms of gain or loss of oxygen with the two examples each. A. Oxidation. Answer. It is defined as a process which involves gain of oxygen during a reaction. Let's see the first example. Here, magnesium has gained oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Hence, magnesium has been oxidized to magnesium oxide. Second, in this reaction, copper has gained oxygen to form copper oxide. Thus, copper is oxidized to copper oxide. B. Reduction. Answer. It is defined as the process which involves loss of oxygen in a reaction. Let's see the first example. In this reaction, copper oxide is losing oxygen, so it is being reduced to copper. Second, in this reaction, zinc oxide is losing oxygen, so it is being reduced to zinc. Question number 17. A shiny brown colored element X on heating in air becomes black in color. Name the element X and the black colored compound formed. Answer. Element X is copper. The black colored compound formed is copper oxide. Question number 18. Why do we apply paint on iron articles? Answer. As we know that when iron comes in contact with moist air, it reacts to form rust. Therefore, to prevent this, iron articles are painted. Question number 19. Oil and fat containing food items are flushed with nitrogen. Why? Answer. In the presence of oxygen in the air, the fats present in the fatty food are oxidized to compounds which have a bad smell, that is, food becomes rancid. Flushing with nitrogen cuts off the contact of food with oxygen and protects the food from rancidity. Question number 20. Explain the following terms with one example each. A. Corrosion. Answer. It is a process of slow and gradual conversion of metal into its undesirable compounds, for example, sulfides, carbonates, oxides, etc., by the attack of air and moisture present in atmosphere. For example, reddish brown coating on iron, that is rust, black coating on silver, that is silver sulfide, green coating on copper, etc. Now let's see the second part, rancidity. Answer. When the food items are kept for a long period of time, the fats and oils present in them get oxidized and their smell and taste change. They become rancid, and so the process is called rancidity.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.